Hello and welcome back to one of our mini training sessions on Workbooks CRM aimed at existing Workbooks users or indeed anyone seriously looking at Workbooks as a new CRM solution. And in this one, we're going to cover the built-in link with Mailchimp that you get as standard with Workbooks. So if you're a Workbooks user, or you just got on board with Workbooks and maybe you're not doing anything on the email marketing side right now, or you realize it's important to do this kind of activity, but not actually using any mailing tool, then this is the session for you. First of all, before we get into things, why would it be important to link a CRM system with your email marketing activity? Of course, email marketing solutions do have lots of options for fine-tuning and targeting your mailings, but normally when you're using a CRM application, you've got far more capabilities and options for fine-tuning and creating your target list. And if you think about workbooks, there's so much information in there as regards your profiling and your categorizing your contacts and your companies. And then you've got all the transactional data as well, activities, sales activities, interactions with that client. And with workbooks, financial transactions as well. What products have we supplied to the customer? What quotes have we done? Opportunities, projects now as well with the new projects feature. So all of that data is up for grabs to create some really targeted lists, far more than an email marketing solution can do on its own. And also doing your own mailings is going to be really quick for you, a really fast turnaround. You know, if you are doing any mailings via a marketing agency or a third party, it is really easy, honestly, to get up and running with something like Mailchimp as a basic system to get started with. A third benefit by linking the two together is that your CRM users, you and your CRM users can see the responses against a client record, against a customer record, without having to run a report or ask a marketing person, what mailings were sent to this person. Did they open up that email? Did they click on the link? Did they unsubscribe? It's all in your Workbooks application. So in this session, we're going to cover simple mailings, all right, as distinct from more advanced, more sophisticated mailings that we've got with the integrations. So if you want something beyond Mailchimp that takes you to another level in your email marketing activity, then we've got the Spotler, Gator combination, and also the new Force 24 solutions. And towards the end, I'll give you a little update on the differences of those with Mailchimp. All right, so I should introduce myself. Hello, it's Tim Wilmot, joined by my colleague Stuart Lawrence-Hein, and our company, Wiz Assistants. We're a leading independent CRM solutions provider of systems like Workbooks, and we help out organizations use simple solutions to improve their sales, marketing, and customer service productivity. So thanks those of you on here live for this little short training session on the Mailchimp link. We normally do these on a weekly basis, focusing on different topics in and around Workbooks. The audio part of this call is one way only. If you've got any questions, pop that into the question box on your meeting control panel, and Stuart and I would do our best to answer that at the end. Okay, let me hand over to my colleague Stuart.
Thank you, Tim. As mentioned, this isn't a 101 about creating marketing campaigns, so we'll save that for another day. This is about setting up the quick and easy link between Workbooks and Mailchimp. This is done via an item called an API key, and for those that don't know, an API is a clever bit of coding that allows two applications to talk to each other, and in this case, it's going to be Workbooks and Mailchimp. And we don't need to know what fields to link or how the data will be transferred. The API integration takes care of all of that. This just allows the two applications to talk. So let's go through the process. Right. Here I am in Workbooks. I've got a campaign that's starting today. And if I open it up, I can only send this at the moment using my normal email provider. And that can lead to issues about me being marked as spam or, worst case scenario, blacklisted. And as Tim mentioned, there'd be no tracking. So let's have a look about making this a little bit cleaner and easier. The first thing we need to do is go to Mailchimp. And we need to have a look at getting this key. Now, this is what throws people when they go into Mailchimp for the first time, is they can see an integrations on the left-hand side, and it's not in there. What you need to do is you log in, you go into your account, and it's the account and billing section. And again, you'll see there's an integration section. I don't know why, but it's not there. You go into extras, and it's tucked there, your API key. You select this, and if you create it for the first time, the idea is you scroll to the very bottom and you create an API key. You would then give it a name. You see how I've labeled mine, Workbooks 101. I've already got one here ready to go to speed up the process. And you just copy that code into your notepad, and then you would come over to Workbooks. So let's switch into Workbooks. We go into our menu system, into the configuration, and this is one of the email integrations. Nice and simple. I select Mailchimp, and here it is. I paste the key. So I would paste the key into the system. I click Save. The system then very quickly does the handshake. Is this API key live? Has it been revoked? No, it knows what it is. Now, the one thing you must do before you leave is you must tell Workbooks and Mailchimp which list you're going to use, because you can only use one list in Mailchimp. So the idea is you create one specifically for your Workbooks campaigns. Now, here, I'm just going to go with the only one I have to make it nice and easy. It's one I've already used. It's just telling me there that these will be added to this list. Again, I save. And the integration now will show me all the information that's going to be moved backwards and forwards between the two applications. Again, really quick, really simple. I don't need to know how to do this. There are the mappings that it's already done for me. That's the system linked, and we can see this working really quickly. If I go back into my campaign, there's the Mailchimp integration. I've got my campaign. I've got the members I'm going to send to. If I was to click this, I then start the wizard, and that's the campaign ready to go. That's it. The integration's done. No setting up fields, synchronizations. It's all done on that one key. And there you go, Tim. I'll hand it back to you.
Thanks very much, Stuart. So yeah, just going on from that, this session is not really how to use Mailchimp, but just to set up that link. And yeah, so viewing that Mailchimp information within your Workbooks account and viewing against a client's record, you can see, I think it's pretty much the last 50 responses of that client that you can view against your contact record, your person record in Workbooks. And as Stuart mentioned, there is this very, very basic mailing tool within Workbooks. You don't want to use that because it's going through, most likely going through your own server. There is the danger of it being you being blacklisted. You want to use a professional mailing tool like Mailchimp. And this is, if you haven't done anything like this before, this would be a good place to start. Moving on from Mailchimp, as you progress, then we would recommend to you our Spotler, Gator, and Force24 integrations for basically allow more options on your mailings and the mailing process and your send options. Also, much tighter, much more detailed integration with Workbooks, such that you can see in Workbooks pretty much everything that's going on within your mailing piece. So all the emails that you've sent, emails opened, click-throughs, unsubscribes, hard bounces, everything is visible within your Workbooks account, pretty much with very little restrictions. And also by using Gator, Spotler, Force 24, you've got more advanced options like workflow. If you think about a mailing sequence, you've got more options in there for that with those other tools. Website tracking as well. Do you want to have visitors, anonymous visitors, tracked on your website? We've got additional tools for that. We've got a couple of options for that. And also SMS marketing as well as another complementary tool. So if you've got any questions around mailing at all in Workbooks, using Mailchimp or whatever, please pop that into the questions section on your meeting control panel. Just while you're doing that, quick summary of Wizard Systems and our Workbooks offerings. We're a one-stop shop as regards Workbooks. We can provide any kind of help and guidance to get you up and running with Workbooks, providing you with training, your place, our place, in Bristol, UK, or online, and all the ongoing help desk support as well. Okay, questions then from Gwen. We are using Mailchimp already. What problems would happen with the integration? So I guess she's thinking about any duplications possibly.
Right. You wouldn't have duplications. The process works by, as I mentioned, this list. And if you've got members already up in Workbooks, in Mailchimp, and you uploaded records from Workbooks into Mailchimp, it's based on the email address. So the system would know that that record already exists in Mailchimp, and it would append that Mailchimp record to say that they're going to be included in this particular campaign. So yeah, luckily no duplicates.
Chris says, on Mailchimp already, contemplating going to Gator. Can this be done easily? So you've got them. So yeah, migrating from one mailing tool to another.
Yeah, each marketing solution is slightly different, but they all offer a way of exporting the various lists, the contact lists, the things like your bounce list, so that you export your contacts from one solution and upload them to another. You then download the bounce list and upload that to another, so it knows that when you start again, you're not suddenly emailing people that may have already unsubscribed from your marketing. You can bring those across with you.
Okay. I think the third one, another question from Gwen. How do we report in Workbooks on the mailing data? I guess the mailing responses.
Right. This is limited because it's based on the data that passes from Mailchimp to Workbooks because of the integration. There is some in there, but a lot of the reporting you would have to do it in Mailchimp. It doesn't bring across everything like that deep information. That doesn't come across into Workbooks, unfortunately.
No, I mean, again, if it's in Workbooks, we can report on it. If it's not, then it's difficult. Right. Okay. I think that's it on the questions. Thanks very much, the two of you, for those. Right. Let's wrap things up then. We're currently on Workbooks version 7.4. We will be showing you the new projects module on a future session. We've got an advanced workbooks course at our Bristol Training Centre next week on the 16th. If you're interested in attending that, please contact any of us at Wizard Systems. And if you've got any topic suggestions for future sessions like this, then please contact us. We'd love to consider those. So thanks very much, those of you on here live. We'll catch up with you soon on the next workbook session. Thanks very much indeed. Bye-bye.